when we meet. Let's take the good news and shout it in the street. Let's break the good news, though it seems too good to be true, that you'll soon marry me and I'll soon marry you. And we're gonna take a honeymoon cruise. Let's break the good news.
So here we are again. We've entered Holland and going through Holland to the Hook of Holland. And the reason why we're going to the Hook of Holland is because before I joined the army, as you know, I was in the Merchant Navy and I was on a troop ship from Harwich to the Hook of Holland. Actually, there was 3 ships that done the trip. There was the Empire Parkston that I was on, there was the Wansbeck and the Vienna, and there was 2 ships doing it regularly, and while one was laid up for repairs or whatever. So anyway, the ship I was on was the Empire Parkston. So we get to the Hook of Holland and the Empire Parkston isn't there. The reason why I want that is because I know all about the ship and I can get on there. I know the people that worked on there, although it was a couple of years before. I know most of the people that would still be on there and I would be able to get to England. But the ship ain't there. So we're hanging about, waiting about. We've got a place to sleep because the cook had money. And the 3 of us was okay. We were sleeping in this hotel, sort of a bed and breakfast hotel place, cheaply. And we're waiting every day. We go down to see if the boat is there because it sails from every night. It sails from Harwich one night, gets to the Hook of Holland in the morning with all the soldiers. They all go off to Germany, and then all the new ones that's going back home for holiday or whatever, they get on the ship of a night time, and the ship sails from the Hook of Holland back to Harwich, and that is the system. So anyway, we're waiting there for the Parkston to come every day, and it don't come. 2 or 3 days, and then I've got to find out what's happening, like, you know, because the money's running out what the cook had. So anyway, I find one of the crew of the ship that's in there. I think it was the Wansbeck, I'm not sure. Might have been the Wansbeck or even the Vienna, but it weren't the Parkston. But I asked him, what's happening? Where's the Empire Parkston? They said it's laid up in somewhere in England for repairs. So anyway, I think, well, that's it. That idea's out of the question, so we don't know what to do now. But anyway, the money's run out. We've had to leave the bed and breakfast place. And my idea was, there's a railway goods yard. And we go to the goods yard and sleeping in a truck on the goods yard, Open the door, there's all straw in there. So we get in there in this truck, railway truck, and don't close the door right up because we wanted air. Leave it a little bit open, and all 3 of us went asleep. In the early hours of the morning, the night watchman came round with his Alsatian dog and saw that the truck was open. So he opened it and looked in and see us and slammed the door shut on us. So we couldn't get out. And obviously went and phoned the police. The next thing that happened, the police arrived. Wanted to know who we are, what we are, but they already knew who we are because the word had gone around. We'd been there 3 days. So anyway, we said, well, merchant seamen. And they wouldn't have it, so they arrested us and put us in an aliens prison in Holland. I don't know where, I can't remember where in Holland, but somewhere in Holland they took us to an aliens prison. And we was there for a day or so, and then the army, the police come down their regimental police come down, picked us up and took us back to Munster, where we originated from, where the camp was. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll tell you later. I'll carry on with it later.
Let's break the good news to everyone we meet. Let's take the good news and shout it in the street. Let's break the good news, though it seems too good to be true, that you'll soon marry me and I'll soon marry you, and we're gonna